Good morning, class. In the previous lesson we have learned about the different types of joint. Joints are of three types: immovable joints, partially movable joints, and freely movable joints. We have completed two. This was remaining. So this freely movable joint has been divided into four major types of movable joints. They have been divided into four major types of movable joint. First one is pivot joint, hinge joint, ball and socket joint, and gliding joint. So we are going to learn about them and example of each and every type of movable joints. First one is pivot joint. One bone rotates over a pivot-like end of another bone. Example, skull and atlas vertebrae. Now here one bone is rotated over a pivot-like end of another bone. The skull is rotated on the upper end of the axis vertebrae. Next joint that we have got is hinge joint. It allows to and free movement in one place only. Example, elbow and knee. So we have this knee elbow joint. This acts as a hinge. Alright. So next one is ball and socket joint. So it allows movement in all directions. The round end of one bone fits into cavity of another bone. Example, shoulder and hip joint. Example of this: shoulder, the round end of one of the bone fits into the cavity of another bone. Alright, so example will be shoulder. Alright, same thing over here also. In case of hip joint, the round end over here in acetabulum over here fits into the cavity of the round bone over here, fits over here into another bone. And the last joint that we have got is the gliding joint. Bones glide over each other and ankle joint. We have this gliding of joint. Okay, example, wrists. Alright. Alright. So what happens in this is bones glide over each other. Example is wrist and ankle joint. Right. So this is all we are going to learn for today.